Okay, good morning to everyone. Today I'll just continue with the X-rays. In the last class, I've told you regarding the X-ray of the skull and shoulders. Today we will read about the elbow joint. So before starting, so you should know regarding the ossification centers for elbow joint. So today I'll cover the elbow joint, the wrist joint, and the pelvic joint. So if you have any doubts, you can just ask me. Okay. So first, you should know what are the bones that constitute an elbow joint. So in this figure, you can see what are the lower end of the humerus. So in the lower end of the humerus, you have the medial epicondyle. So you can just see the figure. You have the medial epicondyle, the trochlea, the capitulum, and the lateral epicondyle. So you should know when the ossification centers of all these bones appear. So the medial epicondyle, I think when the bone was thought, you would have studied regarding the ossification centers. So the medial epicondyle, it appears at so here you have it. So the medial epicondyle, it appears at 6 to 7 years and it fuses at 14 to 16 years. So here in this table, you can see in the order. First is a capitulum, which appears at 1 year. The upper end of the radius, it appears at 5 years. The medial epicondyle, it appears at 6 to 7 years. The trochlea, it appears at 9 to 11 years. The upper end of the ulna, it appears at 9 years. And the lateral epicondyle, it appears at 11 years. So all this we have told you when the bone was told. So it is just a fresh up where you can just see when all this appears. And the age of fusion, so normally the medial epicondyle, the trochlea, the capitulum and the lateral epicondyle, all these four, that is the lower end of the humerus, it all these four, it fuses together first. So that happens at the age of 14 to 16 years, and later this will fuse with the shaft of the humerus at 16 to 17 years. So the whole of the elbow, it fuses at the age of 16 to 17 years. So like for humerus, if you take the head of the humerus, that is the shoulder joint, so that fusion occurs at 18 to 19 years. So, but the elbow fusion occurs at 16 to 17 years. Okay, so you should know when each joint fuses. For shoulder, it is 18 to 19 years, and for elbow, it is 16 to 17 years. So now in this figure, I'll just show you. So this is the medial epicondyle, that is on the left side. You can see the medial epicondyle. That is the protruding part is called as the medial epicondyle. And next to the medial epicondyle, you have the trochlea. Okay. So after trochlea, you have the capitulum, and last one is the lateral epicondyle. Okay. So first the medial epicondyle, it appears at 6 to 7 years. The trochlea, it appears at 9 to 11 years. The capitulum is the earlier one, which appears at 1 year, and last is the lateral epicondyle, which appears at 11 years. Okay, so you should by all the age of ossification centers. So all these four, that is the medial, the trochlea, the capitulum, and the lateral epicondyle, all these four together fuses at 14 to 16 years, and that will fuse with the shaft of the humerus at 16 to 17 years. So for elbow, we fix it up to 16 years. 16 to 17 years is the fusion of the elbow. So after that, coming to the upper end of the radius and ulna, so you have the radius on the right hand side, and on the left hand side you have the upper end of the ulna. So the upper end of the ulna, it appears at 9 years, and upper end of the radius, it appears at 5 years. Okay. So this is ulna is at 9 years and radius is at 5 years. And these the radius and ulna, that is the upper end, it fuses at the age of 16 to 17 years. So it is same like lower end of the humerus, which fuses at 16 to 17 years, and even the ulna and radius, it fuses at 16 to 17 years. So if you just consider this X-ray, so you can see the shaft is fused with the shaft of the humerus is fused with the lower end of the humerus, that is the medial epicondyle, lateral epicondyle, everything is completely fused, and even the radius and ulna is fused, so that the age is more than 16 years. So the person is more than 16 years. So that is the way how you estimate the age. And whatever you see the gap in between the humerus and the radius and ulna is nothing but the joint space. Okay, don't confuse this gap with the non-fusion. It is not non-fusion. It is normal joint space that is present, and that should not be confused whether it is fused or not. That is not the confusion. Okay. So this tabular column I have told you, and this is very important. So now we'll go for the proper X-ray of the elbow and how to estimate it. So in this you can see the head of the humerus. On the left hand side you have, don't see the lateral view, see only the AP view of the elbow joint. So in the AP view you can see the head of the humerus, which I have marked it as red. So it has appeared, but the head of the head of the radius, which has appeared, but that is not fused with the shaft of the radius. You can see a small gap between the head and the shaft, so it is not fused. So the head of the radius, it appears at the age of 5 years. Okay, the next go for the ulna. Next to the radius you have the ulna, where the head is not appeared. So the head of the ulna, it appears at 9 years. So here it is not appeared. So with the radius and ulna, you can tell it is more than 5 years and less than 9 years. So the next go for the medial epicondyle. So the medial epicondyle is also, it is not appeared, and the capitulum has appeared. You can see a big bone here, which I have just shown the arrow mark. So that is the capitulum. So the medial epicondyle has not appeared, the capitulum has appeared. Epicondyle has not appeared, the capitulum has appeared, even the lateral epicondyle has not appeared. Once you tell the medial has not appeared, it means even the lateral has not appeared, because the lateral appears at the age of 11 years and the medial appears at the age of 6 years, 6 to 7 years. So in total, the medial epicondyle has not appeared, which appears at the age of 6 years. The capitulum has appeared, which appears at the age of 1 year. So the age is more than 5 years. Why it is more than 5 years is the radius has appeared and it is less than 6 years. Why it is less than 6 years is the medial epicondyle has not appeared. So that is the range which we can give. It is more than 5 and less than 6 years. So if you have any doubt, you can just ask me in the chat. Okay. So the next we'll go for the next X-ray. So here you can just see. So here the medial epicondyle has appeared. Okay. So how do you identify the medial epicondylus? First see for the ulna bone. Okay. So this is the ulna. The ulna is the medial bone and the radius is the lateral bone. So just adjacent to the ulna, you have the medial epicondyle. Okay, so that is a medial epicondyle, which is a protruding one. And here you can see the medial epicondyle has appeared. Even the head of the radius and ulna has appeared, and it has started fusion. So in the radius, you can see there is a small fusion line at the head of the radius. So that means it is a recent fusion. Okay, so that is the reason the age is 16 years. You can't tell it is more than 16 years. So there is a recent fusion. It has just started fusion. So that is the reason I have given it as 16 years. So whenever elbow joint or any other joint is given, just see for the AP view. Don't concentrate on the lateral view, because lateral view it is very difficult to appreciate. So just concentrate on the AP view. So in this X-ray you can see the medial epicondyle, the trochlea, the capitulum, and even the lateral epicondyle. Okay, and even the head of the radius and ulna is completely fused. The lower end of the humerus is also fused. So that is the reason the age is 16 years. And even in this X-ray, you can see the medial epicondyle. Okay. First, whenever an elbow joint is given to you, first identify the bones. Okay. So here from medial to lateral, you have the medial epicondyle, the trochlea, the capitulum, and the lateral epicondyle. Okay. So here, even here, the medial epicondyle has appeared, but it is not fused. The lateral epicondyle is also appeared. The head of the radius and ulna is also appeared. The lower end of the humerus is fused together. That is the medial, the lateral, the trochlea, and the capitulum. All these four, they are fused together. So if they are not fused, you can see a small gap. But here all the four are fused together, but the medial epicondyle has not fused with the shaft. So that is the reason the age is more than 14 years. Why more than 14 years? All the 4 is fused. Why less than 16 is the medial epicondyle is not fused with the shaft of the humerus. So that is the reason it is less than 16 years. More than 14 because all the 4 is fused together, and medial epicondyle is not fused with the shaft, and even lateral you can see there is a small gap between the lateral epicondyle and the shaft of the humerus. So that is the reason it is not fused with the shaft. It is less than 16 years. And even in the lateral view, you can see there is a small gap even in the radius. You can just concentrate on the head of the radius and the shaft of the radius. So there is a small gap. Just see the border of the radius bone. You can see a small gap, and even in the ulna. Just trace the lateral border of the ulna. On the upper side, you can see a small gap. So even that means it is not fused. So that is the reason it is less than 16 years. So in this, you can also see the radial tuberosity. Concentrate on the radius. Just below the head of the radius, you have a protruding part. So that is called as a radial tuberosity. So normally that fusion occurs at 14 years. Even here it is fused. This radial tuberosity is completely fused with the shaft. So even in the lateral view, you can see the radial tuberosity, which is the protruding part just below the head of the radius. So even that is fused. So even that fuses at 14 years. So it is more than 14 years and less than 16 years. Next, for the next X-ray we will go. So in this X-ray you can see the head of the radius has appeared. So just see the radial radius, the head has appeared but it is not fused with the shaft. And even the capitulum. Capitulum you can see a big bone that is just adjacent to the head of the ulna. So that is a capitulum. Even that has appeared. That appears at the age of 1 year. And the head of the radius appears at the age of 5 years. And the medial epicondyle, it is not appeared. You can't see any protuberance here. So the medial epicondyle has not appeared. So that the age of this X-ray is more than 5. Why more than 5? The head of the radius has appeared, and less than 6 because the medial epicondyle has not appeared. So first is the capitulum that appears in the elbow joint. So after capitulum, you have the head of the radius which appears at the age of 5 years, and the next you have the medial epicondyle which appears at the age of 6 years. Okay. Next you have the trochlea which appears at 9 years, and next is the lateral which is the last one which appears at the age of 11 years. So here since the medial itself is not appeared, we don't concentrate on the lateral. Okay. So because the medial it appears at the age of 6 years. Here the medial has not appeared, only the head of the radius has appeared. So it is more than 5 and less than 6 years. Okay. And even you can see the head of the ulna is also not appeared. Just see the lateral view of the X-ray. Here you don't find the head of the ulna. Okay. So once the head is there, you can see the arch type. Okay. That is not present. And the head of the ulna, it appears at the age of 9 years. So here it is not appeared. So once you tell me the medial itself is not appeared, the medial epicondyle is not appeared. So no need to concentrate on ulna because that appears little later at 9 years. The medial is the one which appears early at 6 years. So the age of this X-ray is more than 5 and less than 6 years. So here you can just see only one bone that is present. So whatever you are seeing the gap between the lower end of the humerus and radius and ulna, that is a joint space. Don't confuse that with non-fusion. So that is a joint space which you have, and there is a small round bone that is present just below the head, lower end of the humerus. So that is a capitulum. Okay, whatever you are seeing the small bone, so that is the capitulum, and this capitulum appears at the age of 1 year. Okay. After 1 year, first you should concentrate on the head of the radius which appears at 5 years. Okay. So here the capitulum has appeared, but the head of the radius has not appeared. You can see the previous X-ray how the head looks. The head of the radius, you can just see a small cap-like structure above the upper end of the radius. That is the head of the radius. So here it is there, but in this X-ray you don't find the head of the radius. So that only the capitulum has appeared. So the age is more than 1 year and less than 5 years. Okay. So whenever you are seeing the X-ray, you should be very thorough with the age estimation. So that is the ossification centers when it appears. So only then you can read the X-ray. Otherwise, it is very difficult to interpret the X-ray. So here you can see only the head of the capitulum which has appeared, and you don't find the head of the radius. So that is the reason I have given the age as more than 1 and less than 5 years. Okay. So now this is with related to the elbow joint. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can just ask me. Okay, with regard to elbow joint. So mainly concentrate on the medial epicondyle, the head of the radius, the ulna, whether it is fused or not. Okay. So now we will go for the wrist joint. So in the wrist joint, you will mainly concentrate on the lower end of the ulna, the lower end of the radius, and you have the carpal bones. Okay. So you mainly concentrate on these things. The lower end of the ulna, it appears at the age of 5 years, and lower end of radius, it appears at the age of 2 years. I think they would have told you in whenever the bone was dealt. So we remember it as 25. Okay, lower end. For the lower end, we remember it as 25, and for the upper end, we remember it as 95. So that is the easy way to remember. So for lower end, 2 is for lower end of radius, and 5 is for lower end of ulna. So that is the way you can remember 25 for lower end of the radius and ulna. Okay. So here in this diagram you can see, so the lower end of the radius, how it looks. So it is little bigger than the lower end of the ulna. So the lateral one is the lower end of the radius and the medial one is the lower end of the ulna. After then, you should concentrate on the carpal bones. And whenever the X-ray of wrist joint is given to you, we will tell you to identify the carpal bones, how the carpal bones look in the X-ray. So everybody knows the mnemonic, how to identify the carpal bones. So first from lateral to medial, just concentrate the lower end of the radius. So just below the lower end of the radius, just go for the, on the right hand side you have one figure which I have just shown. On the right hand side you can just see the carpal bones, it is very clear. So first see for the lower end of the radius. So just below the radius you have the scaphoid. After then you have the lunate. Next to scaphoid, I'm just telling from lateral to medial, that is from right to left. On the right you have the scaphoid, just to the left of scaphoid you have the lunate, and to the left of lunate you have the triquetral and pisiform. So normally the mnemonic is she looks too pretty. S is for scaphoid, L is for lunate, T is for triquetral, and P is for pisiform. Okay, pisiform, it is a sesamoid bone. I will show you how the pisiform looks in the X-ray. So starting from scaphoid, which is just below the radius, and next to scaphoid you have the lunate and triquetral, and next you have the pisiform. Next, just go above the scaphoid, you have the trapezium and trapezoid. This trapezium is normally present below the base of the first metacarpal. So this is a base of the first metacarpal, that is just below the thumb finger, whatever you have, that is the base of the first metacarpal. So there you have the trapezium. Next to trapezium you have the trapezoid, and next to trapezoid you have the capitate, and next is the hamate. Okay, so these are the carpal bones, how it is arranged. So you should know where does these carpal bones are located and how to identify these carpal bones. Okay, so that is the one. So one that is present below the radius is the scaphoid, and below the ulna whatever you see is the lunate, the triquetral and the pisiform. So you can easily remember it. And next, just below the base of the first metacarpal, you have the trapezium and trapezoid. Trapezium and trapezoid, normally in the X-ray, it doesn't look like a separate bone. There is usually overlapping of this trapezium and trapezoid. And capitate, it is very big. You can easily see it in the X-ray. And next is the hamate. Hamate is also very clear. It just resembles like a head of the hammer. You would have seen the hammer, how it looks. So that head, it resembles this hamate. Okay? So that is a way how you can identify. And the next most important one is the base of the first metacarpal. So base of the first metacarpal is just below the thumb. So this in this figure, just go above the trapezium. Above the trapezium, you have the base of the first metacarpal. So we don't concentrate on the other metacarpals. Other 4 metacarpals we don't concentrate. In the X-ray, we mainly concentrate on the base of the first metacarpal. I will tell you what are the age of appearance of all these bones in the next slide. Okay. I'll just show it in this itself. So first is the lower end of the radius. This lower end of the radius, it appears at the age of 2 years, and lower end of the ulna appears at the age of 5 years. And normally the ulna fuses first. The lower end of the ulna, it fuses first at 17 to 18 years. And next is the lower end of the radius, which fuses little later, 18 to 19 years. Okay. Ulna lower end fuses first, and next is the radius, which fuses at 18 to 19 years. In total, you can remember the wrist joint, it fuses at 18 to 19 years. Okay. So fusion is nothing but whatever the lower end you're seeing, the appearance of the lower end of the radius, the lower end of the ulna, that fuses with the shaft at the age of 18 to 19. Till then, it is just as a separate bone. The lower end of the radius looks it is separated from the shaft, and even the lower end of the ulna will be separated from the shaft. There is some technical issue. Just wait for 2 minutes, okay? The PPT is getting downloaded.
$700 millimeter ಬಿಡುದು ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು 900 ಮಿಲಿಲೀಟರ್ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಹಿಂಗ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕದು, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬರ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಡ್ರೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ. ಈಗ ಹೊಟ್ಟಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಕಡೆ
Okay. Okay, here you can see the age of appearance of the carpal bones along with the lower end of radius and ulna. So the first carpal bone, that is the capitate, it appears at the age of 2 months. And you don't have the fusion of the carpal bones, you have only the age of appearance. So the capitate, it appears at the age of 2 months. The next you have the hamate, which appears at the age of 2 years, and next is the lower end of radius, even that appears at the age of 2 years, and the fusion of lower end of the radius is at 18 years. As I told, it is 18 to 19 years, that is a fusion for lower end of radius. Next you have the triquetral. So tri, you can remember, tri is nothing but 3. So triquetral, it is at 3 years. Lunate appears at 4 years, and lower end of the ulna, it appears at 5 years, and lower end of ulna, it fuses little earlier, that is at 17 to 18 years. That is a fusion of lower end of ulna. Then scaphoid and trapezoid, both these two carpal bones, it appears at the age of 5 years. So at the age of 5 years, you have 3 bones, that is the lower end of ulna, the scaphoid and the trapezoid. So all these three, it appears at the age of 5 years. And trapezium. Trapezium, you know, it has 6 faces. Even that appears. So the next is a base of the first metacarpal, which appears at the age of 2 to 3 years. There was some internet issue, okay? So we will just continue with this wrist joint. So you have the base of the first metacarpal, which appears at the age of 2 to 3 years. And this is very important. The base of the first metacarpal, it fuses at the age of 15 to 17 years. So all the other metacarpal bones will fuse at the age of 15 to 19 years. That is the heads of the metacarpal. So only the base of the first metacarpal will fuse at 15 to 17 years. So all the other metacarpal, that is the base of all the other metacarpals, you don't have any ossification centers for it. So only the heads of the metacarpal you have the ossification centers. So mainly concentrate on the base of the first metacarpal, which appears at 2 to 3 years, and fusion is at 15 to 17 years. So this is the ossification centers for the carpal bones along with the lower end of radius and ulna. So there is one general how many ever carpal bones you see. If there are 3 carpal bones, it means the age is 3 years. If there are 2 carpal bones, it means the age is 2 years. So how many ever carpal bones you see, that will be the age of the person. So if there are 4 carpal bones, it means the age is 4 years. So each age there is one carpal bone that gets added up. Except scaphoid and trapezoid, there are 2 carpal bones at the age of 5 years. So at the age of 5 years, totally you will have 6 carpal bones, because at 5 years you have 2 carpal bones that appears. So that is the reason at the age of 5 years you will have 6 carpal bones. Okay. So next we will go for the X-rays of the wrist joint. Here you can identify the carpal bones. First see for the lower end of radius. Okay, you can see the lower end of radius, the lower end of the ulna. So just below the lower end of the radius you have the scaphoid. So next to scaphoid you have the lunate, and next you have the triquetral. Just see for the labelings. They have just mentioned it. And next you have the pisiform. So pisiform, it just looks like an oval bone. Okay, it is a sesamoid bone. It doesn't exactly look like a bone. So it is a sesamoid bone. So this is the pisiform. Next to the triquetral, you have the pisiform. Okay. So the next now again come to the right side. Above the scaphoid, you have the trapezium. Next to trapezium, you have the trapezoid. So I told you these two bones, it doesn't look like separate bones. They just overlap each other. The first one is the trapezium. The next you have the trapezoid, and next you have the capitate, which is the most bigger one. You can see the capitate, and next you have the hamate. Okay, so you have the hook of the hamate and the hamate. That is the one. And next, see for the base of the first metacarpal. Identify the trapezium. Just above the trapezium, you have the base of the first metacarpal. So only these are the bones which we concentrate in the wrist joint. The lower end of the radius, the lower end of the ulna, all the carpal bones along with the base of the first metacarpal. So here I will just tell you the ossification centers. So the lower end of the radius, it appears at the age of 2 years. The lower end of ulna, it appears at 5 years. Next you have the capitate. Capitate according to, if you just read it in order, first is a capitate which appears at 2 months. Next you have the hamate which appears at 2 years. Next you have triquetral which appears at 3 years, lunate 4 years, and next scaphoid trapezoid. So both of these two bones, it appears at the age of 5 years, and trapezium is at 6. And last one is the pisiform, which appears at the age of 11 years. It is at 11 to 12 years, that is a pisiform. Next, go for the base of the first metacarpal. So the appearance of this base of the first metacarpal, it is at 2 to 3 years, and fusion is at 15 to 17 years. Okay, so that is the base of the first metacarpal. The other metacarpals, the lower end, it doesn't have separate ossification centers. It is only the base of the first metacarpal which appears at the age of 2 years, and it has one ossification center, and that fused with the shaft at 15 to 17 years. And this lower end of radius and ulna fuses first. It fuses at 17 to 18, and radius fuses at 18 to 19 years. So now we will go for the proper X-rays. So in this X-ray, you can see all the carpal bones have appeared. Okay. So you can see, first see for the lower end of radius. The lower end of the radius, it is wider, okay? While lower end of the ulna, it is little narrower. So you can see the lower end of radius has appeared, even the ulna has appeared, but that has not fused with the shaft. You can see a small gap between the lower end of radius and with the shaft. You can see a small gap that is not fused. And next, identify the carpal bones. So here you can see just below the radius, you have the scaphoid. Next you have the lunate, and next triquetral, and next you have the pisiform. So the pisiform, it just looks like oval shaped. So that is a pisiform one, which is just above the, it is just overlapping the triquetral. Next, come on the base of the first metacarpal. You can see the base of the first metacarpal has appeared, but it is not fused. You can also see the trapezium, trapezoid, which is just adjacent. You can see the capitate, which is bigger one, and next to capitate you have the hamate. So you have all the carpal bones have appeared. So once you tell all the carpal bones have appeared, the age is more than 12 years. That is the pisiform has appeared, but the base of the first metacarpal is not fused. So that fuses at the age of 15 to 17 years. So now the age of this X-ray is more than 11 years because the pisiform has appeared, and less than 15 years because the base of the first metacarpal is not fused. So don't see the other metacarpals or the phalanx, okay, that usually fuses at 15 to 19 years. So even the other, whatever the phalanx you're seeing, the lower end of the phalanx, all these are not fused. So no need to concentrate on that. It is only the base of the first metacarpal. So here the age is more than 11 because the pisiform has appeared, and less than 15 because the base of the first metacarpal is not fused. Here, this X-ray is very clear. So you can see two carpal bones. There are two carpal bones. One is capitate and the other is hamate. You can see the lower end of the radius which has appeared. So lower end of the radius appears at the age of 2 years. And you can also see the base of the first metacarpal. So that even that appears at 2 years. So the next bone which appears here is the triquetral, which has not appeared. So that is the reason the age is more than 2 years because you can see hamate, and less than 3 years because the triquetral has not appeared. So you have two bones, the age is 2 years. Okay. Here you can see the base of the first metacarpal has appeared, the lower end of the radius has appeared, and you can see there are 4 carpal bones, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have the capitate, hamate, triquetral and lunate. So you have 4 carpal bones. The age is more than 4 years and less than 5 years. Less than 5 years because the scaphoid and trapezoid is not appeared, and even the lower end of the ulna, it appears at the age of 5 years. Even that is not appeared. So that is the reason the age is more than 4 years and less than 5 years. Here you can see the lower end of the radius has appeared, the lower end of ulna has appeared, and you can see the carpal bones. Just below the lower end of the radius you have the scaphoid. Next to scaphoid you have the lunate, you have the triquetral. You don't have pisiform. Pisiform you can just see like a shadow. I will show it in the next X-ray. You have trapezium and trapezoid. So here you can differentiate the trapezium and trapezoid. It is very clearly seen. Just below the base of the first metacarpal you have the trapezium, and next you have the trapezoid, you have the capitate, which is the bigger one, and next you have the hamate. Only the pisiform has not appeared. So that is the reason the age is less than 11 years, but it is more than 6 years. Why more than 6? It is because all the carpal bones except the pisiform, that is the trapezium, has appeared. So it is more than 6 years and less than 11 years. Okay. So here you have 3 carpal bones. So you can tell the age is more than 3 years and less than 4 years. So these 3 carpal bones, one is capitate, one is hamate, and next is the triquetral. You have the lower end of the radius which has appeared. The lower end of ulna has not appeared. The base of the first metacarpal has appeared. Okay. So concentrate on only these 3 carpal bones which has appeared. So that is the reason it is more than 3 years and less than 4 years. At 4th year you have the lunate which appears. So it is not appeared here. So it is more than 3 and less than 4 years. Okay, in this X-ray you can clearly see the pisiform. So concentrate on the lower end of the ulna. So you can see the lower end of the ulna, the styloid process of the ulna. Just below the ulna you have the pisiform. Okay, the pisiform, it just overlaps the triquetral. You can see the triquetral bone just above the triquetral. You have the pisiform. It just looks like a shadow. It is around oval to round in shape. You can see the pisiform. So first you have the lower end of the radius which has appeared, and it is also fused with the shaft. You can also see the scaphoid. Just below the lower end of radius you have the scaphoid. Next to scaphoid you have the lunate. Next you have the triquetral. Overlapping the triquetral you have the pisiform bone, and you can also see the trapezium and trapezoid which is overlapped on each other, and you can see the capitate which is the bigger one, and you have the hamlet. Okay, so that is a one, and even the base of the first metacarpal is fused, so that fuses at 15 to 17 years. The lower end of radius and ulna is fused, so even that fuses at 18 to 19 years. So everything is fused here, so that is the reason the age is more than 18 years. Even you can see the phalanx. The phalanx usually it fuses at 15 to 19 years, so the age is more than 18 years. You can see all the bones in this, so it is more than 18 years. So here it is same like the previous X-ray. So here you can see there are two carpal bones. One is capitate and hamlet, and whatever you are seeing here, the small shadow just below capitate, that is the one which is getting formed. That is a triquetral. It is not clearly seen, and you can also see the lower end of the radius. So the age here it is more than 3 years, because you can see almost 3 carpal bones. Okay, even the shower, whatever the triquetral you are seeing, it has just formed. So more than 3 years and less than 4 years, because lunate has not appeared. Even in the lateral view, you can see 3 carpal bones. You can see the shadow of the triquetral. Okay, so that is a one. And even the base of the first metacarpal, just below the radius, you can just see the base of the first metacarpal above the radius. You can see a small one here. That is the base of the first metacarpal. So here there are 4 carpal bones. You have the capitate, hamlet, triquetral and lunate. So there are 4 carpal bones, and even you have the lower end of the radius which has appeared, and the base of the first metacarpal is present, and since the lower end of the ulna has not appeared, it is less than 5 years, and the scaphoid and trapezoid, you can only see the trapezoid which has appeared, but the scaphoid has not appeared still. Okay, so that is the reason the age is more than 4 years and less than 5. Why less than 5 is the lower end of the ulna has not appeared, so it is less than 5 years. See here you can see all the carpal bones have appeared. You can see the scaphoid, the triquetral, lunate, pisiform. Pisiform you can see it is just oval in shape, and even the remaining carpal bones, the trapezium, trapezoid, capitate and hamlet have appeared, and even the base of the first metacarpal is fused. So towards the radial side you have the base of the first metacarpal, even that is completely fused, and lower end of radius and ulna it shows recent fusion. Okay, so if there is a small gap, that means there is a recent fusion in the lower end of radius and ulna. Okay, this is the one. So that is the reason the age is more than 17 years and it is less than 18 years. So it has not crossed 18 years because there is no complete fusion. So that is the reason it is more than 17 and less than 18 years. Okay. In this X-ray, you can see all the carpal bones have appeared except the pisiform. So you have the scaphoid, the lunate, triquetral, trapezium and trapezoid. Just below the base of the first metacarpal, you can see the trapezium and trapezoid which is overlapped. You can see capitate and hamlet. And you can also see the lower end of radius and lower end of ulna. It just go very close to the X-ray where you can just see a small point there. So that is the lower end of the ulna. Okay. So since all the carpal bones except pisiform, it is not, pisiform has not appeared, and all the other carpal bones have appeared. The age is more than 6 and it is less than 9. Less than 9 now. Because the lower end of the ulna has not completely appeared. You don't see the complete appearance of lower end of the ulna. So that is the reason it is less than 9 years. More than 6 and less than 9 years. You can also see the elbow joint in this. Just come little below. So where you can see the medial epicondyle which has appeared, the upper end of the radius has appeared, and upper end of ulna it is not appeared. There is no complete appearance of upper end of the ulna. In the lateral view it is very clear, where you don't see the upper end of the ulna, you see the capitulum, and even the lateral epicondyle has not appeared. So even with this elbow, you can tell it is more than 6 and less than 9. And even in the wrist, you can tell it is more than 6 and less than 9 years. Even in this, you have all the carpal bones except pisiform, which has not appeared, and the base of the first metacarpal is appeared, and lower end of radius and ulna has appeared. So here, the lower end of ulna, you can see there is a tiny opacity which you can see here. So that is the lower end of the ulna. So that is the reason it is more than 9 years and less than 11 years because the pisiform has not appeared. Because all the other carpal bones have appeared except the pisiform. So here the lower end of radius and ulna, radius you know it appears at the age of 2 and ulna appears at the age of 5 years. Since the lower end of the ulna it has just appeared. You can just see a small opacity there. It is more than 9 and less than 11 because the pisiform has not appeared. Here everything has appeared and fused. Even the radius and ulna it has appeared and fused, and even the base of the first metacarpal is fused. Even the pisiform has appeared. So all the carpal bones have appeared, and even the lower end of radius and ulna has fused. And even when you see the elbow joint, you can see there is complete fusion of the elbow joint. So you can tell the age is more than 18 years. With the wrist joint, you can tell it is more than 18 years. So here you can see the same one where you can see all the carpal bones. You can also see the pisiform bone. So the pisiform, how to identify is it is situated below the lower end of the ulna. You can see a small shadow-like bone. So that is the pisiform. So everything has appeared, but it is not fused. Even the lower end of the base of the first metacarpal is not fused. Since the pisiform has appeared, it is more than 11 years, and base of the first metacarpal is not fused. It is more than 15 years. Okay. So even here it is the same. So you can see all the carpal bones except the pisiform. You don't have the shadow here below the ulna. So there is no pisiform here. So it is more than 6 years because the trapezium has appeared, and less than 11 years because the pisiform has not appeared. Okay, once the pisiform appears, you can tell it is more than 11 years. But here the pisiform is not there. It is more than 6 years and less than 11 years. So here you can see the pisiform. It is very clear. Below the ulna, you have a shadow there, oval shaped shadow. So that is the pisiform. Here it is more than 17 years because the lower end of the ulna, it shows a recent fusion. You can see the ulna there. So which shows a recent fusion, and even the radius, there is a recent fusion. The base of the first metacarpal is completely fused. Okay, that fuses at 15 to 17 years. So here the age is more than 17 and less than 18 because there is no complete fusion of lower end of radius and ulna. So that is the reason the age is more than 17 and less than 18 years. So the next we will go for the pelvic X-ray. So in the pelvic X-ray you should know So in the pelvic X-ray, mainly you should know for the iliac crust. So the top one which you are seeing is the iliac crust. You should know the triradiate cartilage, the ischial tuberosity, the head of the femur. I think the pelvic X-ray I'll do it in the next class because it is very important. In the next class, I'll just try to use the laser marker so that it is easy to show you the bone. It is very easy to show you which bone. Okay, in the next class, I'll just try to do that. So if you have any doubts, you can just ask me. I'll give you some 2 minutes time. Next class, be thorough with the pelvic X-ray. The one that is remaining is the pelvic X-ray. Okay, so I'll just finish up the pelvic X-ray in the next class, and next we will go on to the dental examination. Okay. Any doubts? See all these X-rays very carefully. Only then you can interpret the X-ray. So you should know the difference between appearance and fusion, whether it has appeared and fused or not. So once you go through all the X-rays, only then you will be able to find out that. Any doubts? Okay. I'll take your attendance. Okay. There are totally 213 students. Hope you don't have any doubts. Okay. Okay. We'll meet in the next class. I'll end the session now. Yeah. Thank you.